So today I'm doing a bit of a different video, and I'm going to be doing a what's in my travel makeup bag video. The reason I decided to do this is because I am actually going away on vacation. By the time this is uploaded, I will already be there. I'm going to Phoenix with my boyfriend and his family, and then we are also going to a few other places along the way. We are driving, so yeah, we will be like kind of stopping at different places and stuff. But the main portion of the trip is Phoenix. That's where we're going to be staying because his friends have a condo there. So yeah, I thought this would be perfect timing to do this. I find these videos interesting, kind of seeing what makeup people take with them, and it's kind of like perfect time to be doing it since I am actually leaving. So I did pack this how I would when I go. I was gonna do this video last year when I went to Philly, but I never ended up having time, so I knew that I wanted to do it this year. This is my travel makeup bag. I actually just got this. Now keep in mind, like I said, we are driving, so I don't have to worry about like how heavy my suitcase is, or you know, my makeup getting damaged or lost. So I definitely did pack more than I needed. I'm an overpacker, like really badly. I like to have options, so I pretty much packed like 2 of everything. That's just the way I am, and since I don't have to really worry about a weight limit or anything like that, I thought it would be okay to do. So yeah, keep in mind there is a lot of makeup in here. There's definitely more than I need, but that's just kind of the way I like to pack. I like to switch things up. I don't want to use the same thing every day, so yeah. Anyways, so this is what the case looks like. It is this blush pink, and then it does have like rose gold design here. This is by the brand Jones New York. I found this at Winners. It was on for $30. Now it was ripped in one area, and I did let them know, and they did give me a bit of a discount. I did get it anyways, even though it was a little damaged, because I loved it. Like, it was perfect. It's really big, so it fits everything that I could need in it. I like that it's more of like a briefcase kind of thing. It has different pockets inside, which you'll see, so it keeps everything nicely organized. And I like that it has handles, so it's just really easy to carry around. So I have my lashes in here. They're not in any of the compartments. They're just kind of sitting in here. The lashes I'm bringing are some of the Kiss 11 lashes, as well as some of the Flirty lashes, also by Kiss. So those are my lashes. And then this is what, ooh, everything's gonna, this is what the inside looks like. So you have a compartment over here. You have this little middle flap right here, and then you have this bigger one here. So basically how I have it organized, on this side I have palettes. In this little center I just have little like tools and stuff. And then right here is my main part of the makeup. So I'm first just gonna go through this little, this is hard to do. I'm first just gonna go through this little middle section here, just because there's not much in here. In this portion I'm just keeping like tools and stuff. So I have my lash curler, I have my little, I don't know what you call these, like hair, I don't know. I use these to like trim my brow hairs and stuff, so I have those. I have 2 sets of tweezers. These ones I use more for applying lashes. These ones are used for like actually plucking. And then I have my lash glue, which is the House of Lashes lash glue in the black version. Next I'm going to go through here the palettes, just because there's not as much in there. I have 2 face palettes in here. The first one, which I'm obviously bringing, is my Kat Von D contour kit. This is my, I don't own a lot of contour kits, but this is my favorite one, so yeah, of course I'm bringing that. So the next thing I'm bringing is my Tarte Bling It On blush palette. This was their blush palette, their holiday blush palette from I think 2 years ago, and this is what it looks like. It has 5 different shades. I am someone who likes changing up my blush every day, so to just bring one blush for me is just not gonna work. So I thought this was perfect because you get 5 different options. It is nice and compact in this little palette, and you get a really good variety. Like, you have, you know, some more like kind of nude, simple, like nude toned down shades. You have a bit more brighter shades, and then this one has a bit of glitter in it, or shimmer in it. And I really do love these blushes. I think they work really well. I love the color selection. This is definitely something, like a blush palette, it's definitely something that I always take with me on a vacation, because it's just really easy to have a lot of different options in a small little compact palette. The palette I'm bringing is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. So I did just recently upload a tutorial using this palette. If you haven't seen that already and you're interested in seeing it, I will have that link down below. I am obsessed with this. You know, when I first saw pictures of it and I was first using it, I was like, yeah, it's nice and stuff, but I'm completely obsessed with it. I've actually not been using it recently because I know that I'm going to be bringing it on this trip. I don't think I mentioned, but I am going away for 2 weeks. And so this is really the only palette I have for 2 weeks. So I didn't want to be using it a ton before I left, just so that I, you know, just because I'm going to be using it a ton already. So I haven't used this palette in the last like week or so, even though I've really wanted to. But yeah, I'm totally obsessed with this. It has almost every single eyeshadow that I need and would want, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Love this palette so much, so I'm really happy I get to bring this one with me. So last is the big compartment that carries all of my makeup. I'm just gonna pull stuff out because I'm not gonna even try to figure out where everything is like and go by category. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull things out. I do have my 2 primers here though. The first I actually have in this little travel container. This is the Nivea Men After Shave Balm. I use this primer a lot on my channel. If you have seen me use it, then you know it does come in a very bulky big container, and it is glass and it is heavy, so this is just a lot easier to take. It takes up less room and it's a lot lighter. So yeah, I just put what I had in this little container. This is one of my favorite primers. I feel like this is one of the only primers I have that I notice makes a difference with my makeup lasting longer. So if I want my makeup to last long, this is just always the one I go for because I know that it does do a really good job at that. The other one I'm bringing is my Too Faced Hangover X primer. This is another one of my favorite primers. I just really like this because it does really help hydrate my skin and make my skin feel really just nice and helps with the makeup application. So yeah, this is my other favorite primer that I own. I have 2 setting sprays. The first one is the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Spray. I did buy just the little travel size when I first purchased it, so it's kind of perfect. It's nice tiny little bottle to bring. I really like this setting spray. Again, this is probably one of the only setting sprays that I feel really helps make my makeup last. Other ones I use I don't really notice, but this one I really notice. I'm also going to be bringing a little travel size of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Now I'm bringing this for 2 reasons. To be honest, I'm mainly just bringing this for wetting my brush just because I don't want to use that spray. I'm also going to be bringing my Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Powder. This is a really good setting powder in my opinion. I really like it. I personally like baking under my eyes, so that's why I'm bringing that. If I am going to do, you know, like full face of makeup, that's normally what I would do for my under eyes, so I'm bringing that. I'm also going to be bringing my NARS Translucent Crystal Powder, which I'm running really low on. This is just a really good multitasking powder. It's extremely lightweight on the skin, so for me, someone who has dry skin, it's really nice because it doesn't make me feel cakey or really powdery, and I feel like it's a really good multi-use powder. Like, I feel it works really good for setting my entire face as well as my under eyes. I'm very picky with that. Normally I don't use a like face powder like this on my under eyes. I normally use something different, like, you know, the loose powder or something in a contour palette. I just find that that helps my under eyes better, but I do really like this powder for both reasons. So that's why I'm bringing this, because it is just a really good multitasking powder. The last powder I'm bringing is the Tarte Confidence Creamy Powder Foundation, and I'm bringing this because it is a powder foundation. It's the only powder foundation I have, and like I said, I'm probably not going to be doing a full face of makeup every day I'm there. For the most part, when it comes to my face makeup, I'm most likely just going to spot conceal and then use that to give me some extra coverage. So that's why I'm bringing that, just so I don't have to do a full face. So next I have concealers. First one I'm bringing is my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I love this concealer. I'm actually almost out, and you can't actually get this in Canada because we don't have an Ulta. So while I'm there, I'm going to try and get another one. But I really love this concealer. It's a really good one for under the eyes, but it's also a really good one for just kind of spot concealing because it's such good coverage. So yeah, I really love this one. And then I'm also bringing my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I actually did just buy a brand new one for the trip because I'm almost out. Again, I love this concealer. It's a really good one for under the eyes, just like everyday use. But I also really love this one when I'm just kind of spot concealing. You know, like this one I use more for covering up, you know, like breakouts, whereas this is just really good on the everyday for like spot concealing without doing foundation and stuff, because it matches my skin tone really well and it blends in really well, but it also has a good coverage. So yeah, this is just a really good one. Normally, like when I'm doing very little makeup, what I'll do for my face is just put on some concealer where I need it, put on powder, and that's it. Like I kind of just skip out on foundation. So this is the concealer I always reach for if I'm going to be doing that. Okay, I have eye primers. I'm bringing two different ones because they're very different. The first one I'm bringing is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This one is just more of a kind of like silicone-y primer. The other one I'm bringing is my MAC Soft Ochre. Now I'm bringing this one because this one has very good coverage, but it is also very thick. The reason I'm bringing two different ones is because, you know, if I'm just going to do a really fast eye look, I don't really want to have to sit here and deal with this and put it on and like make sure to blend it all out. And it also is a different color than my skin tone. So this one's just a little bit, takes more time to use, and it's more if I'm doing a full face, because if I'm not and I put this on, you'll see the difference between my skin and my eyelids. So this is just more of like if I'm doing a full face of makeup, and this will make my eyeshadow last really long, whereas that one's just a little bit faster and easier to use. I have three different mascaras. The first one I'm bringing is the Revlon Volume and Length Magnified Mascara. The other one I'm going to be bringing is my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise in the waterproof version, and my Maybelline Lash Stiletto also in waterproof. Now the reason I'm bringing all three, this one is not waterproof. This one's just a really good everyday mascara. I normally will use this to put on before my lashes, just because I don't really want to put on a waterproof for that. It's just waterproof mascaras are a lot harder to get off. This is more just an everyday good mascara. It does give me some nice, a little bit of length and a little bit of volume. I do like this. But yeah, mainly this is the one that I reach for just to put on, you know, before falsies. Now obviously I'm bringing these two because they are waterproof, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be wearing falsies every day, if I'm going to want to be. So if I'm not, then I'm going to have to put on some, you know, mascara. So I'm going for waterproof, one, because I'm probably going to be sweating and it's going to be hot and I don't want to have to worry about it, you know, smearing or anything like that. But also if I'm going to go swimming, I like to have a bit of mascara on just because I feel very bare without anything on my lashes. So then this will be good to use if we're going like swimming and stuff. So yeah, I'm bringing three brow products. First one is my Anastasia Dip Brow in chocolate. I'm also going to be bringing the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This is in shade number 4. And I'm bringing my L'Oreal Brow Stylist like brow gel. Obviously that to set my brows. And then I'm bringing these just to have two different options. The Dip Brow is just way more long wearing. It is, I'm pretty sure it claims to be waterproof, I think. If not, then it is just extremely long wearing. So this I could probably wear swimming and it wouldn't really budge much. And then this is just more every simple, you know, just a simple brow, or just to kind of fill in areas or something like that. So just to have those options. I'm also bringing my Maybelline gel liner. Obviously I use this a lot just to, you know, line my waterline and stuff. I'm bringing two foundations. The first one I'm bringing is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I'm in the shade 201 Classic Ivory. And the other one I'm bringing is a Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 110 Porcelain. So I am bringing two foundations just because they are different and I like switching them up. Now I'm bringing two drugstore because since I am going to be away for 2 weeks, and let's say I did do foundation every day, that's going to be a lot of foundation used if I'm only bringing like one like high-end one. And I would much rather replace a drugstore foundation than a high-end one. So yeah, I'm sticking to drugstore for that, but I do really love both of these foundations. I do feel like the L'Oreal one, it does give a really beautiful glow to the skin, and I do have dry skin, so I really like that. But I do find that it's a little bit like more medium coverage to full coverage. When you do one layer, it is more medium, and then if you do a second, it does get almost to like full coverage. So this is just like, if I were to just do one layer, it would just give me a light kind of, you know, it would just kind of even out my skin tone, give a nice light coverage to it, nothing too heavy. Whereas the Maybelline one is really, really good coverage. In my opinion, I feel like it covers up really well just with one coat. So yeah, I just kind of brought them for two different options, and this one is a little bit more like on the glowy side than this one because this is the matte and poreless one. I have two bronzers that I'm bringing. So the first one is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which is one of my favorite bronzers. As you can tell, I've hit pan on it. This is just a really nice light bronzer. Like, I won't even be able to show this to you, I don't think. If you can kind of see, there's a swatch of it. It's a very light bronzer, but it's so good for just everyday use. I do use that bronzer even if I am doing a full face, but it's more my go-to for light face makeup, just because it is a nice light bronzer that I can just kind of dust all over the face and just give a really nice bronze to the skin. So yeah, this is definitely one of my go-tos. The other bronzer I'm bringing is my Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. I don't use this one a ton and I don't normally travel with this, but I thought I would change it up. I'm bringing this one just because it is a little bit darker, a little bit more pigmented. You can see there, it's almost a little bit more warmer as well. It's just kind of something different to have. So yeah, I'm bringing that one. I'm also bringing my Hourglass blush in Mood Exposure. This blush I bring with me every single time I go somewhere. I absolutely love this blush. It's one of my absolute favorites. It seriously looks like I haven't even used it when I use it all the time. Now I'm going to swatch it, but the swatch does not give it justice. If you can kind of see, there's the swatch, but trust me, this looks absolutely amazing on the skin. The swatch does not show the true color, and because of the formula of it, it just makes my skin look so nice. So this is definitely like one of my holy grail essential makeup products. So this is definitely coming with me. Now this category was very hard, and it's highlight. I have so many that I wanted to bring and it was so hard to choose, but I limited it to 3, even though that's probably still a lot. But I'm bringing them all because they're very different. The first one I'm bringing is my Too Faced Love Light Prismatic Highlighter in Blinded by the Light. The reason I'm bringing this is because this is a more lighter, it's more of a sheer highlight, kind of. It's not sheer, like it definitely is pigmented, but it's not intense bam. It's more like your skin is just glowing. So this is the kind of highlighter I would reach for if I'm doing very minimal face makeup, because if I'm gonna do really light face makeup, I don't want a super bam highlight. I feel like it just kind of contrasts with the rest of the look. So this is kind of something I would go for like the everyday, just simple makeup. The other one I'm going to be bringing is MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam. I love this highlighter, and this is very intense bam in your face. So this one is more for the glam makeup days. It just has so much more pigment and so much more punch to it, and it's very intense on the skin, but the formula of it is really good. It does not emphasize my texture as much as you would think it would, since it's so intensely pigmented and blinding. So yeah, I really love the formula of this and the color. The last one I'm bringing is Laura Geller Gilded Honey. I'm bringing this one because this is more of a golden highlight, and if I do get a tan and my skin's a little bit darker and I want something a little bit darker for a highlight, then I have that option. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gold. It looks really good on my skin when I do have a little bit more color to me. So yeah, I had to bring that one as well. The last couple items are lip products. Now I'm bringing very, very minimal lip products because I'm not someone who wears lipstick every day. I normally don't unless I'm like doing it for a picture, I'm filming a video, or I'm going out for something kind of like fancier. Other than that, just for the day-to-day, I don't wear lip products. I'm bringing a lip pencil and 2 different lip products just because that's all I'll really need. The lip pencil I'm bringing is from Huda Beauty and it is in Trendsetter. It's just more of a nude kind of shade. And then I'm going to be bringing the Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in Bombshell. This is a nude liquid lipstick. I wanted to have both a liquid lipstick and a like stick lipstick. So the stick one I'm bringing is the Tarte Rum Punch, one of my absolute favorite lipsticks. Again, just a really good kind of nude, a little bit more of a cool tone, but the formula is so nice. So yeah, there's those 2 right there. That is everything that I'm bringing with me. It's a lot. I have a lot more than I need, but that's just kind of the person I am. I like to have more than I need just in case. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed kind of seeing what I would bring with me going on vacation. I think these videos are really fun to watch and kind of fun to see what other people bring with them and why they bring them, and just kind of like essential products for people. Yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.